Greetings everyone, this is Rambling Collector here, and I would like to personally welcome you all back to another book review. For the subject of this video, the short story Foonerlal by R.I. Polsgrove, one of their more recent releases as of last month. Now, since this is going to be a short story review, it's going to be a very brief video, so it won't be as long as some of my previous works. However, I will give this story the respect it deserves as I analyze it. Now, funny thing, I wanted to release this video during the month of October in celebration of spooky season. However, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. Sometimes plans in real life do not always meet with the things that we love. And unfortunately, I was not able to release this one in October. However, I'm more than happy to finally release this one out to you all now. As someone who's been following the Dead Souls series for a while, I am very excited to cover one of the more recent works done by this author. So, with that being said, let's get started, shall we? Now, firstly for the overall thoughts. Foonerlal provides a nice little fluff piece that creates a small bridge between the Dead Souls series and the Into the Darkness series, since this short story does take place before Quinn and Lucas meet Rianne. Now, for those of you who don't know, the author, R.I. Polsgrove, for this very universe has, at most, 3 major series taking place. That being the prequel series, Into the Darkness, which covers some of our vampiric characters, as well as Dead Souls, the one where we meet Rianne, as well as interact more with Quinn and Lucas as a whole. But Foonerlal is set right in the middle between them, sort of bridging the gap between the two series. Now, the third series is one that I will cover in a future review, so stay tuned for that now. But one thing I did like was seeing these little flashbacks between Quinn, Lucas, and Natalie, seeing 3 of our main characters before meeting Rianne, the one who would really begin to change them, especially Quinn. But one of the other major things is the short plot of this series, or at least this story, where we have Quinn hiring a young woman named Candy, as well as bringing in Lucas, an old man, and a young child, and creating a surrogate family, as a way to sort of cover his tracks, since the Hallward family, that being where Quinn is from, aren't that very well known, and he's inviting all of them to create this elaborate ploy as he goes to meet with a bunch of rich business executives at a very high-end party. And overall, their little mission is a great success. But one of the things that I definitely enjoyed here was the interactions between Lucas and little Ronnie, that being the young child whose grandfather they kidnap, and they bring little Ronnie along since he just happened to wake up during the middle of their kidnapping. Now, the interactions between Lucas and little Ronnie were definitely wholesome and sweet, showcasing Lucas's more human side compared to Quinn's more business-related mindset. Now, as you're reading, you'll notice that Quinn is much more focused on getting the mission done. He's more here to do business, get everything done, create a public persona for himself, and then leave. Lucas, on the other hand, chooses to have a little bit of fun, especially with a young child, and I really love the differences between them. While Quinn is all business, focused on the mission, Lucas is more about just having fun and keeping the little Ronnie entertained. And honestly, it created a very wholesome little sibling dynamic, where Ronnie is the little brother and Lucas is the older brother. And personally, I really enjoyed that, because it does show that while they are both immortal vampires, in that sense, Lucas still maintains even a little bit of his humanity. He hasn't fully abandoned it at this point like Quinn has. And seeing that stark contrast between them was actually very interesting to see, even for something as short, which is only 30 pages, like Foonerlal. And honestly, I loved getting this little glimpse into their backstories during the modern-day setting, rather than in the ancient past. And also even seeing a glimpse of Natalie, seeing her work as well. That was all very well done, in my personal opinion. But, with that being said, I think I've sung the praises long enough. So with that being said, let's move on to the final score. Overall, I would personally rate Foonerlal as a solid 10 out of 10. While it is short, yes, it does provide that nice little piece of fluff, that little crumb that people can feed on while they're waiting for something new. And if the author decides to go this route of creating more short stories for their universe as a way to keep the fans happy and satisfied, I will personally be on board for that. Because a lot of times, and I'm sure a lot of you readers know this too, that frustration of waiting for the next book to come, which would not even be for months, or maybe even years, depending on how long the author decides to take a break. Oftentimes, it can be frustrating to be left hanging dry like that, which is why I really appreciate Foonerlal for that bridging the gap bit. It not only provides a short little piece to keep fans happy, but it also acts as a nice little bridge piece between two main series, thereby really solidifying that this all takes place in the same universe, at least more solidly. And personally, I would say give this one a shot. It's a very short read, easy enough to finish in like, say, 30 minutes or so, maybe not even that much, but still very enjoyable overall. Now, I just want to say thank you all again for listening. It really means a lot to me if you've stuck around to the end of this video, and if you liked it, please feel free to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, or subscribe if you're curious for more of my future content. I hope to see you all again in the next video. This is Rambling Collector, signing out for now, and I will see you all in the next review. Have a great day, fellow readers.